It starts.
Treasure Coast Connector. Connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Well, welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras of the Ferris Group, one of our sponsors. They're a business advisory and management company, and they work with businesses of all types to help them grow and prosper. To learn about it, check out the website at www.ferrisgroup.com, PHARUSgroup.com, or call me directly at 772-925-4557. Treasure Coast Connector is a show that puts a spotlight on local business owners so we learn why they've started their business and what makes their products and services so unique and special. Today is going to be a fun show because we are right before the snowbird season and the holiday season. It is a time for getting together with friends and having parties, which involves food. So it's wonderful when you can have things catered. So talking about that with me today is Matthew Piscitelli, and he is a professional chef. He is the owner of The Flavored Fork, and he is also the director of operations at Sunshine Inc. Kitchen, or SINK for short. So welcome, Matthew. Matthew, it's wonderful to have you here. Almost called him Matt. It's Matthew. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure to be on here.
Yeah, I am so happy to have you here because this is absolute perfect timing. And I love to ask everyone why they got started doing what they're doing. So tell everyone why you wanted to be a professional chef, what made you decide to open up the Flavored Fork, and also what made you want to head up the Sunshine Kitchen.
Well, it was a journey about 10 years ago. I was working for Publix, kind of just rebuilding my life down here in Florida. I'm here 13 years. And, working there, I kind of got the feel of working in the deli and making platters and serving the customer. And that's always been something that's been a passion of mine. I've always been in the service industry, whether it been retail, I sold cars in New York. So it's just something I just enjoy doing. I enjoy talking to people, and I'm just a very outgoing person. So food has been in my life. My dad was a chef, came over from Italy in 1967 and just worked in the restaurant industry ever since. And so I got the opportunity to work for him at a couple of different restaurants that he worked at in my teenage years and maybe junior high. So I learned some of the basics. That was kind of my introduction, the dishwashing jobs and stuff like that.
Starting from the ground up.
Yep, everyone has to start somewhere. So I distinctly remember making a lot of mozzarella sticks and peeling a lot of potatoes.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, fast forward, I'm here in Florida. I'm working at Publix, and I met my wife. Aww. And so she encouraged me as I talked to her that I really had this passion for cooking and wanted to start a catering business. So I went to IRSC. I enlisted in the apprenticeship program there. It's about a 2-year program, and actually we're going to be currently offering that at my kitchen, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to go there at a very low cost. There was no tuition. I've had kids. We had 4 kids between the two of us, both from separate marriages, but we had 4 kids that we brought together.
Blended, yeah.
And so going away to school or going to like Florida Culinary down in Fort Lauderdale was just not an option for me. I had to work full time, and so I needed to stay local. So that was the option we went with, and it opened a lot of doors. The education for me wasn't really as crucial. I had some of the skill set over the years.
Yeah, from your
It was just
father.
some of the technical terms and a lot of the connections and the networking. That was a huge part for me. I knew that from being in New York, is networking and having good connections was a huge asset. So I made a lot of connections. I got some early catering jobs back when I was in culinary school, and I didn't even know a thing about catering. And I learned a lot. Let's just say I made some mistakes.
Well,
but we all do. And
but
I
you
learned
have
from them.
a lot of fans.
Yes.
I know that
Thank
from
you very much.
networking.
Well,
Your name
10
comes
years
up
ago.
a lot. Okay.
Yeah. So it was quite a journey. And over the years, I started working in some restaurants part-time so that I could start my catering business. And, fast forward here, we're going on our 10th year.
Wow.
And it's been quite a journey.
Yeah.
I did a lot of fundraising in the beginning and smaller parties and house parties. And And then I was trying to figure out a way to get myself into a kitchen so I can actually have a catering license and do this the right way.
Yeah. Well,
That
we're going
was
to
a
talk
challenge.
about sync
We're
in a
We're
moment.
going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But it really is, I believe everything led up to that opportunity.
Oh, sure.
But before that, it was a struggle. So having a catering kitchen full time is not really something that most people need because, as you know, here in Florida, we have our seasons.
Yeah.
And summertime can be a little rough. So it was always every year. It was like my wife and I, okay, let's brace down. It's June. You know, we're about ready to celebrate our anniversary every June.
Yeah.
And now we're like bracing for the summer season of catering, which is like, it just takes a nosedive.
Yeah, but it's good to do
It
strategic
is.
planning at that
Yes.
time. But you know what I wanted to ask you is you are very good. There is a wide variety of cuisine that you cook. And so when people come to you with different party ideas, you just can do it
Open
all.
to it, yeah.
But because of your Italian background and the love you have for the rustic
Yes.
Italian cuisine, you decided to experiment
Yeah.
and you are blending it with Southern barbecue.
Absolutely.
Please tell everyone what that means. I love that.
I'm getting hungry just talking
Yes,
about it.
yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I knew that doing catering here in Florida, barbecue was definitely going to be something that I wanted to learn and something that I wanted to master. And Italian is in my blood, and I feel like everything can be really brought together. So I've been trying to kind of create this barbecue Italian fusion with that kind of like gourmet Southern style food with some Italian flavors. And it's really been, it's been very well received. So just to give you an idea of some of the things we do, one of our specialties we call, and it's on our menu, it's called pollo caprese,
Ooh.
which is chicken caprese. So it's a grilled chicken breast, melted fresh mozzarella, fresh Roma tomatoes, some basil, and it's been a huge hit.
Wow.
And
so
it's
you
healthier.
get that barbecue smoky
Yep, you get
flavor
that,
in the
and we get
chicken.
to cook the chicken right there, right on site. We bring one of our wood fire grills to your event, and no matter what the size is, we cook
Love
it right
it.
there. It's healthier. I mean, a lot of people love chicken parmesan. Don't get me wrong, but breaded chicken can be a hassle to make with catering.
Could be a
unless
little
you're on site.
soggy.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's something that really needs to be prepared at the kitchen and served right away. Otherwise, the quality is just not there, and that's the big thing about our food is quality. We don't really do a lot of fried food. One, it's just not healthy, and two, it's the quality just doesn't come off unless you're cooking it right on site. So that's one of our most popular dishes. We do a lot of pasta bars, and another popular one is our grilled eggplant stack. So instead of breaded eggplant like Parmesan, we grill the eggplant, nice thick slices, and we also layer that with fresh mozzarella, tomato, and just a little bit of our house sauce on top. And we sell a ton of it this time of the year around the holidays. It's a huge hit.
Well, that is wonderful. So here's the thing. I get a little bossy, as I said, so I'm going to talk right to the camera because it is important. Hang out with your friends and your family. And a lot of people think that if they're going to have a small party, maybe 8 people, Matthew will come and he will cater small parties all the way up to very large affairs. This is very important because a lot of people think with catering, oh, I have to have a lot of people. Not so. And this is something you love, are those intimate gatherings. So please explain all the types of events that you do, please.
Wow. So, I mean, just over the last few years, we've really grown tremendously. Having access to this new Sunshine Kitchen has really given us some great opportunities. But we just recently got hired to do an event for a corporate company called Kubota. They're going to be having a training seminar over the course of 3 weeks, all week long. And it's going to total probably about 2,000 servings over the course of a month.
Wow.
It'll be 500 each week. Okay. And, you know, you break that down into each day, and it's not as daunting, but it definitely requires,
For you, for me.
Yeah, I take the big number and just work it down, and it becomes a little bit more manageable. So, and I have a great staff, have a great crew. I mean, I've been blessed with that over the years, just finding the right people, and a lot of them have really taken on some more long-term, full-time roles. So that's been a great opportunity. Private dinners, like we talked about, that's something I still enjoy doing. A lot of the larger catering events, I'm not at all of them.
Those, sure.
I'm in the kitchen, I'm hands-on, but I do have a full-time chef, and I've got some other full-time staff that usually do a lot of the larger events. The private dinners is still mine. I do 100% of them. So we offer people anywhere from a simple 3-course menu, salad, dinner, dessert, up to a 5-course full meal, which becomes almost an experience. The most recent one that I had the pleasure of providing for was actually a fundraiser for a school that one of my children goes to. And we were invited actually as a guest, as well as me cooking for them. So it was a 5-course meal, and it literally, it strung across about 6 hours. So it was just a fun evening of just having a little food and then enjoying some drinks and some conversation, some good fellowship, and then let's move on to the next meal. And in the course of 5 courses, we got to enjoy a full evening of just some good fellowship, some good talking, and some good friends. And that's really what it's about. It's food and fellowship that come together and just...
So that is delightful. So these small little dinner parties, you can then stay within your party and really be a host or hostess to your guests and just enjoy the experience, and you get to be pampered. And so you cover, like you of course are on the island. You are in Indian River, St. Lucie, Martin County.
Yes.
You're all over the place.
I have gone to Palm Beach. I actually did a wedding this past season in Orlando.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, we're open to traveling. Our sweet spot, of course, is Indian River, Martin, St. Lucie County. And we do a lot of nonprofit work in those counties as well.
Well, very good. And we're going to talk about
Absolutely.
that. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick 2-minute break. Matthew and I, the owner and chef of the Flavored Fork, we have so much more to talk about. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For keeping your house pest and termite free, as well as your landscape healthy and green, call Compass Pest Control. Hi, this is Brian Combs, co-owner of Compass Pest Control. We are locally owned and operated with over 60 years of experience. We provide personalized, reliable service to all our clients. Call Compass at 772-925-1740 or visit our website, CompassPest.com. That's Compass, PESTS.com.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Blue Dolphin Pools strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853. ITEX, or International Trade Exchange, is the largest barter company in the world, with over 25,000 members offering goods and services. We're a marketing company that brings you new business in the way of trade, with over 200 local members enjoying the benefits of ITEX, like lawyers, doctors, plumbers, media, printing, and more.
Hi, this is Liz Bowler. Contact me and find out why barter through ITEX has been smarter for over 30 years. 772-532-1881. Visit itex.com.
Well, welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras of the Ferris Group, one of our sponsors. Matthew Piscitelli and I have been talking about his amazing company, The Flavored Fork, and now we're going to talk about the Sunshine Incorporated Kitchen, or SINK for short. So welcome back, Matthew. You were talking about catering. And with catering, you know, people, companies, professionals, they need a kitchen. There is a gem in Fort Pierce that not a lot of people know about yet.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want to talk about is, what is the Sunshine Kitchen and who uses it? Because it's chefs, but it's also people that manufacture food products.
Correct.
So please tell us all about that.
Yeah. So probably about 2 years ago, I had gotten a call from a friend of mine that this kitchen was going to be built. I had heard something about it 2 or 3 years ago, even further back. but didn't really see a whole lot of information. And so I kind of kept my, my tabs on it and see, what's going to happen with this Treasure Coast Research Park. And then that's when I heard they were building this kitchen. And I was super excited because it's like right in my backyard. I'm 5 minutes from there. And so I reached out to the county, who was the one that's building this. They actually got grant money. And then they matched it and put some money up, and they built this over $2 million facility. And it is fully equipped with all the commercial equipment that you would need to start up a food business. Caterer, we have about 4 or 5 different food manufacturers. We have quite a few food trucks that are starting to gain interest. So it's really a great resource and a great facility for a wide variety of food entrepreneurs that don't even want to get into the restaurant business, although that is another asset. We're having some interest in people that may want to open up a restaurant. And this is a more cost-effective and probably a wiser route. You come in here as a chef, you try out some menus, and you basically build your menu in the kitchen, testing out recipes.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
You
Before you open up your restaurant.
Before you open up. We would like to kind of morph into more of a pop-up because we do have the event space.
Yeah,
And
I want to talk about that in just a moment, but people can actually rent kitchen time
absolutely.
and the manufacturing space, so they're renting time in certain increments.
So we start out at a very low package just to help people keep the costs low. It's $150 a month. We give them 8 hours a month to use, and then they can purchase additional hours throughout the month as they go. And as they grow, we have additional packages to save them some money. That comes fully equipped. They, for $17 an hour, they have access to all the equipment. They schedule their time on a fully formatted database that we utilize, and that's the same place that they get billed. So we take care of all their accounting, all their billing. They reserve their equipment. They come in, they use the kitchen, they clean up, and they're out.
It's
wonderful. That simple.
So now you have space in the calendar. You have time. So if there's more people that want to rent space in the kitchen or to manufacture products, you have more availability.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're at about 20% capacity right now. So we have plenty of space to grow and lots of opportunity. We're also in the process of scheduling some more business entrepreneurship classes, some business readiness classes. We currently are offering some through UF, the Extension Office. They're offering a Serve Save class. They're offering a cottage law class, which is something kind of in and of itself. But that's something that kind of just allows people to start their food business from home, depending on the product that they're making. Okay. So jams and breads, popcorn, things of that nature.
Rubs.
Yeah, to an extent. It depends on the ingredient, and that's what the class is good for. It helps them understand what ingredients they can use to sell retail from home, and what the revenue kind of cutoff is. I think it's $50,000 a year. So yeah, they offer that class, and we're in the process of working with SCORE, Treasure Coast, to start getting some classes on our calendar in our beautiful classroom that we offer.
Yeah. So now let's talk about that, because I know a lot of people say to me, I'm having a meeting, I want to have a meeting, and they ask me, where do you think I should have this? You have different meeting rooms of different capacities. So explain the meeting rooms and the type of meetings that you would normally have.
So we can start out with our smallest. We actually have offices. So if you just needed to have, you needed to just schedule some time in an office for just maybe a one-on-one. A lot of our clients, myself included, will rent out an office to meet with a client.
Oh, like if you're meeting with a bride or something.
Yes, exactly. So we'll do a tasting there. They'll rent the kitchen for a couple of hours and then come over and rent out the office. So we have that for more one-on-ones. We also have a classroom that seats about 40, and it's fully equipped with PowerPoint and video conference, and you can rent that out for about $150.
Nice.
And, that's a pretty good price, and you have access to the whole office. And then we also have an event space, which if you're having a larger group, a full-day conference, whatever it may be, that can seat about 80. And it does come fully equipped with tables, chairs, linen tablecloths, and then we can also provide lunch from one of our many catering clients. So
that is wonderful, because it is so important when you're having a meeting, and you are very conveniently located. So tell everybody where you're located.
So we're at 7550 Pruitt Research Road. which is right off the Turnpike and 95.
Off of Kings Highway.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. It's right off Kings Highway. Yes. It's the first block north of Okeechobee Road.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 7550. I think I said that.
Mm-hmm.
And the phone number you can reach me at is 772-985-1221. And I can be reached. We do tours, and we can schedule somebody to come in and do a tour of the kitchen and then go over our packages.
Yeah, it is a beautiful facility. I've been there many, many times. It's great for like networking groups. It's great for educational meetings, corporate meetings.
Yes.
All different types. So it's,
and education.
Yes.
Which I just want to talk briefly about. We just finished up
yes.
with on Thursday. We got to host a culinary competition with all 5 high school culinary teams, and they were partnered up with a college student in the culinary department, and they got to compete for a $1,500 scholarship each.
Wow.
So
that's great.
The winning team, so it was teams of 2, the winning team got $1,500 each to further their culinary degree. And so that was a really exciting opportunity. I was humbled to be able to share my passion for cooking and pass this on. And so it was a huge success. The community came out and supported it, and we had Channel 5 there, and I think there's an article in TC Palm, so you can check that out, and it's hopefully will be an annual thing.
Well, very
so
good.
we're looking forward to a lot of the education opportunities.
You know, people are going to be asking you for that because anytime you can win scholarship money for your college education, that is phenomenal. And another thing, when you mentioned about community, I know that you have a big heart, and I know that you love to give back. So share with us some of the organizations you've worked with and any events that you might have coming up about.
Yeah, so I am actually very involved with Mustard Seed. Every year we do the Thanksgiving feast. We're actually doing our 30th annual Thanksgiving feast this year, and that'll be on Thanksgiving Day, and we are set to feed about anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 people, both deliveries and under the tent. And so I've been involved in that. I help with kind of organizing the cooking and the meal portions and everything. This coming weekend, we're going to be doing a fundraiser for Care Bags, which offers
Roxy.
Yes, Roxy.
Yay.
She's a sweetheart.
Yes.
So they offer showerings and some medical.
Mobile shower units. It's
units,
amazing.
yes.
Food and all sorts of things that she does for the homeless community. Yes.
Yeah. So we're doing their fundraiser this coming week, and I've done stuff with Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters. The list goes on. I do a lot of stuff for local churches.
Yep.
And so
Girl Scouts, you were talking about Girl Scouts?
Yeah, we're working on doing some kind of a Girl Scout badge testing. So that's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll be able to help them, teach them some culinary skills to get their Girl Scout badges. So.
Well, that is lovely. So what I wanted to do, because we're nearing the end, and as Matthew had said before at the break, wow, this is going by quickly. So I know that people that are listening and watching are going to want to get a hold of you for parties, for events, for meeting opportunities in your beautiful Sunshine Kitchen facility. So please say your number again, your email, however they can connect with you directly.
Yes. Well, first of all, you can see all of our delicious menus on theflavoredfork.com, and you can contact me through there or through my email, which is Chef Matt with 2 T's, Chef Matt at theflavoredfork.com, or you can reach me again at 772-985-1221, and we would love to feed you.
That would be wonderful. And one more time with that phone number, because I know just in case the people are on the radio, they're going to be diving over to pull over the side of the road.
Don't write and drive.
No. So one more time with that number.
772-985-1221.
Wonderful. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show today. I love doing this show, Treasure Coast Connector. We put a spotlight on local business owners. Ferris Group is one of the sponsors, and they are a business advisory and management company providing outsourced services for all types of businesses. To learn about it, check out the website, www.ferrisgroup.com, PHARUS group.com, or call me directly if you have any questions about the show or about Ferris Group, 772-925-4557. I hope everyone has a wonderful and productive week.